Why should we select you? It's one of the popular questions for the interview. And today, I will give you a short formula that I have been using in cracking multiple interview rounds. This formula works like a charm. How do I know it? Because I have taught this formula to many of my students and friends, and it worked every time like a magic. First and most important, unlike the question like tell me about yourself, which is generally asked at the very early stage of this interview, the question why should we select you can be asked at any stage, that is at the beginning, at the middle, or at the end. And you need slight tweaking while answering this question at different stage. And not many people realize it, but if you have screwed up your interview and you need to remedy your situation, this question works like a lifesaver. How to do that? I have disclosed that pro tip at the end section of this video, so don't skip and watch complete video to get the full benefit. Before we start, I want to say that this question is also asked indirectly. Say instead of why should we select you, the interviewer can ask what makes you stand out from the other candidates? What makes you a good fit for our institute? Or how is your profile different from other candidate? And so on. And all these questions mean the same thing, and almost similar approach needs to be followed while answering this question. I'll guide you on how to answer this smartly. For those who are new to this channel, my name is Kunal Moon and I'm here to bring the best version of yourself with a focused approach on goal setting for personal and professional life. A small disclaimer, as it says in the description and title, this video is specifically for a B school admission. But I have also used this technique in cracking some of the job interviews as well, and it worked there. So if your goal is specifically for the job interview, I will be creating a separate video for that, and I will be putting the link in the description. Nevertheless, I'll give you a few smart moves to make yourself stand out from the other candidates, which is also applicable for all the job seekers as well as for the internships. So do watch, you never know which advice is going to help you with what situation. So without wasting much time, let's start off. Why should we select you? Or what makes you stand out from the other candidates? It's one of those questions where we are really tempted to focus on others' weakness rather than our own strengths. But believe me, instead of pointing out others' weakness, focus on your strength pays out much better format. And to portray this strength, we must know why this question is even asked in the first place. See, for the interviewer, this question is a great elimination tool to filter out of the best candidates of hundreds of thousands of applications that they have received. So if your answer is, sir, you should select me because I'm hardworking, or I'm a quick learner, or sir, I have won many awards, or I'm the best. If any of these questions are answered in this manner, you are a fool to lose on this opportunity. Why? Because this is what most of the candidates fall in trap for. One word adjectives like hardworking, creative, best are not going to help you. This is a common mistake for many of the candidates. They simply choose to answer in the one word and unable to convert that interview call. See, if we don't know what kind of metric of the scoring that this interviewer have, they certainly will not give you marks for a one word adjective that you are giving it to them. Instead, what you need to do is you need to explain them what makes you a perfect fit by relating it with your past experience and your current profile. For a B school college admission, what matters the most is what kind of experience are you bringing on board for the overall classroom discussion. They are also looking for profile who are consistent performer and hardworking. So post college, these alumni become a branding channel for these institutes. So I spoke to many professors and the alumni who take the interviews. Everything boils down to the four things which I'm going to tell you. First, if you have shown excellence in academics or career. Second, Are you from a diverse background or do you have unique experiences to share? Third, are you jack of all trades? And fourth, are you a visionary or a leader? Now, you need to first decide which among these four things applies to you. Don't worry if it doesn't fit directly, but try to see which of the four things fits the best. Now, trick here is for each of these four things, you must check the values or the principle which matters to the B school. So if I take my B school, that is IIM Calcutta, they have the institutional values like excellence, commitment, creativity, openness, diversity with synergy, etc. And if I try to apply these values in my profile and prepare on those examples where I have portrayed these values, my answer will be much effective. If you do not know the value, go to their website and in their about section, you will find all these values. So for the four things, say the first things applies to you, that is you have an excellent record of academics as well as you are a good performer in the job. Then your answer will be focused on your past experiences. Say sample answer could be, sir, I have been a consistent performer since my school days. As you can see from my resume, I have had secured first rank in amongst all my batchmates, that is XX number of students or in the XX class. With my focus in excellence and commitment, I have been granted a XYZ award for XYZ project. I see that these values of excellence and commitment are well focused in your B school and I can be a good asset for the overall classroom discussion and the projects. I'm hoping my competitive spirit will keep my classmates on their toes and my experience in XYZ field will fuel overall case-based discussion. Do you get it? How I'm trying to relate the institutional values with the current profile? If not, you can go back and listen to that again. Say of the four thing, you are the second one. That is, you have lots of unique experiences or you have a lot of different kind of diverse background. Then your answer will be more focused on the skills which you have acquired using these experiences. Take for example, you have never been focusing on your studies, but you have always participated in extracurricular activities like sports or event management, or you are an artist who likes to paint or write, etc. So in that case, your sample answer could be, so I'm a believer in holistic development of the person. Hence, apart from academics, I have actively been involved in variety of the events. I have actively been involved in XYZ activity for our national cultural fest, which attracts XX number thousands of footfall. Also, I have been a creative mind since my early school days. My paintings have been selected for XYZ exhibitions. I have received XYZ award in this particular competition. I see that your B school has lot of paid attention to the holistic development and you have supercharged facilities like XYZ. With my skills, I can help my peer group have an holistic development and my practical experience will be a huge value add for the overall perspective in the classroom discussion. My creativity and diversity with synergy will be an asset to this institute. Now, these are just sample answers. If your achievement or the profile is different, then you can change your script accordingly. Main aim here is to highlight the B school values and what matters to the curriculum and match it to the closest possible to your profile. Say you are on the third group of category, that is, you see yourself as jack of all trades. Then in that case, you have to focus on the skills, but this time you need to be more adaptable and show them that you are a quick learner, learning new skills and new abilities. You give them examples of how you have learned some things quickly amidst obstacles and give them examples of how you have portrayed multitasking skills and still managed to perform well. All these skills make you a solid personality with multiple traits. Also, you can give them some emotional touch of how you have impacted societal needs using these skills. Say you are from the fourth group, that is visionary or the leader. You can focus on how you have showcased leadership in some of the projects. If you have led any project or in your classroom or in the job, you have headed any events in the technical or cultural festivals. All these things you can mention. Important skill here is that you portray interpersonal skills or the people skills, how you have maintained relationship with your colleagues, or tell them stories about your negotiation skills. You can bring in some of the business client interactions or the negotiations at the job, or if you're a fresher, you can talk about what kind of different participation that you have been doing, say sponsorship programs where you have collected so and so for sponsorship from so many companies. You can jot down all these points where you have displayed your leadership quality and relate it with your college's aim in fostering leadership. You can go ahead and state your favorite alumni as well and your vision of becoming someone similar. Now, I've got a lot of students who have been an average performer, or amongst these four things that are mentioned, none of them fits them very well. But in that case, you are not thinking it through, because your achievement may not be high. Say you weren't a class leader, but suppose you have led a project or a team to participate in a competition. That also is a good example. If you haven't won any awards in the extracurricular, but you have participated in many events, even those experiences matter. This shows you the hard work and how you are able to push yourself to the limits. You can also relate it with your family background. Say you are not the topper of the class, but you are the most educated fellow in your entire family. This shows that you are an outlier who is able to challenge the usual norms. Try to relate it, and I'm sure that you will be able to do that. So, that covers what kind of things we need to focus while answering this question. Now, as I earlier mentioned, this question can be asked at any stage, that is the beginning, middle, or the end of the interview. But before I talk about that, if you're finding value to this video, do like and subscribe to the channel. It will help me create more such content. Also, if you like this video, YouTube algorithm knows that this information shared is worthy enough to suggest to the others. Now, coming back to different stages of the interview. Say they ask this question at the beginning stage. Then you should first include the short version of tell me about yourself, and then add the pointers of why you should be selected. This will give the interviewer a complete picture of your profile as well as the pointers of your strength. Say for example, you have missed my tell me about yourself series. I will be putting a link in the description as well, so you can check it out. If this question is asked in the middle stage or at the end stage of the interview, what you can focus is on illustrating these pointers which the interviewer did not focus. Say you have worked on one project, but they did not ask any question about this project. So what you can do is you can use this opportunity smartly to mention that project details while answering this question. What will happen is, even if you have screwed up the interview till now, they will be excited to hear about this project and what you did. What kind of interesting fact that you are giving about the project, that matters a lot. And it will also help you direct the interview in your favor. How I used to do, I'll tell you. I never used to mention the details about how I am good with arts or in my normal answers. But when they used to ask this question, I used to highlight my creativity and art side of things. Then I would tell them how we broke Guinness World Record for longest painting in the world by numbers. So naturally they used to be very keen of what are all the details about these records. And then I had my preparation about this event that would help me drive the interview in my favor. So this is how you can use this interview question as a very smart tool if your previous interview was a disaster. Now, another pro tip. I like to mention it since most of the time what happens is interviewers are getting bored of taking the interview and they want a bit of entertainment. So while answering this question, share some of the interesting stories that you may have. You can also add comic into it. Then practically show them what kind of work that you have been doing. When I used to do this, what I used to mention about the art was, say, so in fact I have brought a few of my paintings with me in this interview. Would you like to see it? Now, there is a high chance that they will see it. From my 13 MBA interview calls, only one panelist didn't want to see it. Rest all of the interviewer were excited to see it. And the follow-up 5 minutes was discussion about the art, about the painting. This is how I smartly recovered from most of the interviews. So if you're good with something, say painting or writing or any other thing, then try to show them. Just do it. Another smart thing that you can do is you can put that QR code in your resume, and that QR code may be linked with the photographic skills, or probably you have a sports match and that is the sports event match where your footage is there, or something like you have had something like where you have had a patent in your name or you have published something. Everything is going to maximize your chances. The main objective here is to give them all the entertainment that they want, so that they remember that you are someone special who stands out from the others. So that is it from my side. I hope I was able to do justice with the time, and best wishes for your interview. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to share that in the comment section, which I will cover in the upcoming videos. Thank you so much.